I don't know. I mean, we all say that.
I keep
What's
hearing
normal?
the term. I mean, again, look.
What is
this
normal?
This is what I do in my life, and this is how I've spent the last 10 years on the road, traveling city to city, doing open mic after open mic, night after night. And I've never revealed the secret because people are always asking. They're like, how do you write? And I'm like, first of all, I don't write. I listen. And what I do is I listen to what are the phrases being thrown out as if we're all just supposed to blindly accept them. And the one that I hear right now, because this whole pandemic is supposedly winding down, whether you believe it actually occurred or not,
Right.
is back to normal. I'm hearing back to normal. People are saying, well, we're getting back to normal. And I feel like what they're saying when they say that is, well, you're not going to have to wear your mask much longer because you're all being obedient and you're going and you're getting your vaccination and the deaths are going down. I don't hear a death count anymore. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we don't hear that because it's not scary anymore. We're done scaring people.
Throwing that number. Are people putting that? Are people getting COVID anymore?
No, they're still getting COVID.
Are
They always got COVID.
Because there used to be on every channel that I saw, there was a chart on the side of the screen. No matter what news channel you were watching, it might even be on ESPN. I think on ESPN, this is how many people have gotten it today. This is how many people have gotten it total. This is how many people have died. This is the percentage of death. This is the.
I didn't believe it from the beginning. I was like, where are the bodies? Like, you're telling me 50,000 people died? Dude, that's a lot of people to move, to do something. Like, you stack 50,000 people. Dude, that's a lot of people. Where are they?
Dying every day?
At some point, it was a lot.
What was the highest? What was the highest?
Highest
people that died a day in America, not worldwide.
Right.
In America, the highest number of fucking people. This is what's great about technology to me.
Yeah,
when
you
I was
can
a
just
kid
fucking
and you had an
look
argument
it up.
about shit, you just stood there and argued about it all fucking day,
Right.
and would bet higher and higher amounts of money that you did not have. I'll bet you $100 million. Well, you don't have 30 cents, so you can't bet $100 million. But people would bet about shit. Nowadays, you can prove it. You can look it up. What was the highest number of people that died? And was it ever true? Did those people actually die? Who the fuck knows? They could tell you anything.
See, that's not current. That's March. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, who knows? It's just this dude. Someone just typed information on this fucking website. We just believe it to be true,
Right.
and that's the same as a lot of our news here is the same. Let's see if there's anything on here about the highest death toll. I know they used to say it was so crazy, but
Right.
then because they spoke
Well,
of
at this
cases as if cases were death, and that
point, they made it sound that way.
they made it very much sound
And
like
they made
that
it seem like as the cases went up, the deaths would go up. I don't know.
4,320 fatalities, highest daily number of COVID deaths.
Okay.
4,220 people.
dying a day.
Now, that's where I had an issue with the way that it was portrayed and the way that it was given to us and presented to us is people die every day. A lot more than that from all kinds of shit.
Right.
And it's not important.
Wide variety of ways.
Wide variety of ways. Way more than 4,320 people die every fucking day from cancer, car accident, gunshot, fell off a couch. I don't know. Let's fucking see if we can find that.
I mean, that's
Average,
right. I mean, you can look it up.
average
deaths in America. Daily deaths.
Daily
Average
deaths.
Daily deaths in America. How many, so when we get back to normal, that's what the normal is. The normal will be we're back to the normal number of people that die every day, as opposed to the higher number of people that have been dying. Meanwhile, I don't wear a mask anymore, and I'm the only person in Walmart that's not wearing a fucking mask.
Fuck, nah, you're not. I see them all the time.
I'm walking through the Walmart that I go to, and everyone's wearing a fucking mask. Now, they don't say anything to me, but they're not wearing a mask.
Doesn't tell me what time frame this is for. It says 2,854,030. It's got to be for a year. It's got to be an annual number. That's a lot of fucking people. Death rate. Let's see. I'm trying to find it here. It's got to be And this is like the Center for Disease Control, but it doesn't tell me a time frame for that.
Okay, so divide that by 365. If you can,
I would imagine that's an annual number.
gotta be. Can't believe 2 million people are dying a day.
No.
2 million people are not dying every day.
Now that many people don't have dirt on Hillary Clinton.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, and that's a great thing. We'll never run out of topics.
All right. So,
People are going to say, people used to say to me,
fuck.
people used to say to me, how do you always do something different every time you go to open mic? I'm like, brother, how do you do the same thing?
Right. No shit.
There is so many fucking
All
things.
right. That number comes out to 7,821 people.
So
We're going to say a
that's
day.
normal. That's back to normal.
That's back to normal. We're almost back to normal.
When we get back to normal,
Normal.
then only 8,000 people a day will be dying. Currently, I guess, because of COVID, a different number of people are dying every day. I mean, who looks, man, fuck.
It's a perception. It's all in perception.
I wake up every day stunned that I'm still alive. Stunned. Not because of COVID. Because of all the other fucking shit that I've done in my life. I fully
So
expected
much.
to be dead by now. Fully expected.
Dude, humans are so fragile of creatures, and we surround ourselves with the most complicated, deadly shit you could possibly have. You could possibly give any animal. Just put a dog in a car and start it and just put the gas down. Good fucking luck. Humans, we're not that smart.
My worst story I used to think of when I lived in New York, and it used to happen on not often, but often enough for me to, was people would just be walking down the sidewalk and a crane would fall on their head. And I would, every time I was like, man, could you be doing a more innocent activity than
walking.
strolling down the road and a crane just falls on your head and kills you? And it happened while I was in New York I lived in New York for 3 years. And every time I read one of those, I would be like, man, this happened again. What the fuck? Can we not prevent cranes from dropping on people's fucking heads? Is that too much to ask? Are we back to normal when cranes are killing people instead of COVID? I don't know. I don't know what back to normal means. I don't know that, you know. Would a caveman feel like? I mean, the caveman's life was not that great. I don't think there's ever a back. We're not back to back to. I would just like people to stop saying it. We're not going to be back to normal. There's no back to normal.
I think back to normal for people right now is no mask.
That's
No
weird.
mask, and I think it's no mask, and it's going to be no restrictions on like gatherings. Like that's back to normal.
That's back to normal.
Yeah, it's got to be, because what else are we really taking away? Look, if there's one thing they learned is that they don't have to go to work. They can work from home. They can do remote shit. Some of them are better at it than others. A lot of jobs don't require you to show up
Don't
there.
require a person to fucking really do them.
Oh, yeah, a lot of them do, but there's a lot of people out there that didn't need to go to an actual office to do the damn job. I think there's that. I think that back to normal is just, we don't need a mask. We can shake hands with people. We can go to concerts.
You think strangers are going to go back to shaking hands?
Oh, definitely. For sure. Dude, we every year, think about this. Every year there's a thing that people get by. In our country, especially. Worldwide, maybe not so much. But in America, every year there's at least one thing. And that thing will last like 4 to 5 months. And then it will taper off and there will be a new thing.
Give me an example.
There's a new, it's not necessarily like a health crisis per se, but there's a thing that people get behind that alters society. There's the Me Too movements. There's the ban smoking movements. There's the drugs are good. There's the drugs are bad. There's the crimes this. There's always a thing that erupts every like 5 months, and then it tapers off and it's replaced by a new thing.
Maybe in terms of national recognition, but there are people that are continuously
national.
involved in those things throughout the course of their lives.
There are. Yeah, but there's always going to be something that's important to somebody. And that's the same thing with COVID. There's going to be people after COVID that will never shake your hand, that will never stop wearing a mask, that will never go back to an office job, that will never do these things. because they've been told that they will die, and they will not believe that if they do this, that the thing will kill the boogeyman's going to get them. And there's always a thing, and I think we've gotten to the point where they've exhausted our patience with this thing. So unless you start stacking bodies up outside in the road, people are going to go back to taking off their masks, shaking hands, going to concerts. Look, they do it. I go to the lake. They do it at the lake all the time. I don't give a shit. Someone wearing masks on a boat. Not a single fucking mask on a boat. Promise you.
You're outside.
Oh, yeah, well, you're outside. People are driving cars with masks on outside by themselves.
I know.
It's
shocking.
it's shocking. They're at the park walking their dog with a mask on. They're outside. Those people, they can do that. And I don't care if they do. It doesn't affect me at all. What would affect me is if they said you can't come to the park unless you put a mask on. Look, when this shit shut down, I was like, I just want to take the kids to go skate park so they can go skateboarding. Skateboard park's closed. Fucking why? Why is it closed? Well, because COVID. Was there COVID in the bowl? Because it's a concrete fucking bowl. No, but I can walk around the fucking park with my dog. But I can't skateboard in that bowl right there? No, I can't do that. So back to normal is going to be fuck the masks. We don't need them. If you want to wear it, wear it. If you don't want to wear it, don't wear it. You want to go to the concert? Mask? I dispose of. If you want me to walk in your store and wear a mask, you better fucking hand me one when I get there. Don't tell me I have to buy that shit and bring it with me. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. If you want me,
as a part of when I walk around, I got my keys, I got my wallet, I got my phone. Those are my 3 essentials that I've always had. During this, I've had to add this element to my life.
Yeah, that thing's dirty as fuck.
Yes, I don't want to put it on.
I don't want
to put it on. I really don't. And I take it off as quickly as I can, and I put it on as rarely as possible. And I wash it as often as possible. But you can't wash it every time you put it on your face.
No, but you have to for it to be effective. If you don't wash it, if it's not clean, if it has germs on it, then what are we doing? We're just harboring, we're carrying around death in our pocket.
I choke wearing it. When I put it on my face, I'm breathing in whatever the lint, whatever the shit is that's on it, and it starts to make me I start coughing wearing it. So now I'm looking around at people and they're like, he's fucking coughing. And I'm like, no, I'm not coughing. I'm choking on the mask. Yeah,
it's that. So that to me is what back to normal will be.
Do you think that I know you don't, I think I believe that COVID exists a little more than you do. I believe that it kills.
I believe it's there for sure. I believe that it is a flu variant. I believe that it is harmful to a lot of people. I believe that a lot of diseases are harmful to a lot of people. And this one just happened to be more readily available to people.
The
transmissibility of it is real. However, our precautions to prevent it from getting to you were absurd. They were ridiculous. And I
think that was out of fear of the people in charge, though.
Because
they were scared. Like they were legitimately scared. Like the people that were telling us, they're like, man, we don't know.
They didn't know.
We don't know. So we're gonna be more overly cautious, because at one point, especially in New York, initially, often where everyone lives and where everyone judges like what's going on, what's going to happen next in the world. New York kind of in America. Have you ever lived there?
No, I haven't. I've never even been to New York, but I do realize from the outside looking in that the idea of a city like that with that many people is a terrible idea. And not only that, New York is a disgusting, dirty place. I firmly believe that. There is a bazillion fucking rats. Rats carry a lot of disease. They're everywhere. There's trash in the street. The place is inherently dirty, and to clean it is almost impossible with that much people and that much waste and that much consumption.
11 million people living in a very small area. Just piled on top of
each other. And everything, your waste has to go somewhere.
Like when you're there, that the energy of all of those people, all aspiring to do something great in whatever their chosen field is amazing. And so the rest of the world kind of looks at New York, they visit it, they go see it, they're fascinated by it. They can't imagine. I remember I used to visit, I'm like, man, I can't imagine trying to live here.
how do you live here? Until I did it, and I lived there, and I was like, wow, you can fucking live here. You can have a job. You can fucking be a person that lives here, and you can see all this shit every day. And I know that when it first came out, and New York was experiencing all that they were experiencing, people were scared because it was real. People were dying. They were not able to control. The hospitals couldn't handle the people coming in. There was no test. We didn't know what the fuck it was. We didn't know why. And people were freaked out. And I think that part of it was real. I think the authorities at that time genuinely didn't know like how many people were going to die as a result of it. They were afraid of it killing everyone. You know, I mean, they were like, what if we don't respond to this correctly? And everyone dies. And I think that's what scared people. And I think that's what made the people that were in charge freak out maybe a little more than they should have.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, because people did die. But people, honestly, a lot of the people that died were going to die anyway. They just died slightly faster. I mean, they were sick. A lot of them were already sick. You know, and if it wasn't COVID, it was going to be the flu or the fucking influenza or fucking you know, some bronchitis. I mean, something. It's hard if you're already immunocompromised. It's tough to that. But so going back to normal is just an average amount of people that die. We wear masks. We don't wear masks. We go to concerts. We don't go to concerts. Look,
We aspire to 8,000 people.
yeah, we aspire to 8,000 people a day. Get that many people, and then, you know, maybe less. Maybe hopefully she can talk to some people of color, and we can get less than 8,000 a day. Oh, you like that throwback? You like that callback, didn't you? I liked it. Maybe she'll solve a problem. Maybe that problem be COVID. Look, they don't have to be all gunshots, Marshall. They could be some COVID related problems. But look at how many big events happened throughout COVID, and there was not mass casualties because the big event happened. All the rallies, all the fucking bike weeks that I saw happen. All these people went to spring break. They didn't all die. Like maybe like there's been like, oh, there's some cases, but they didn't die. Like 3 people died.
People to live. I'm not against
Yeah,
people
well, I
living.
mean, I'm against some people. Some people probably live less than others.
You know what? You know what? To me, you know what back to normal to me is open mics. The only reason I'm here, the only reason this appealed to me, the only reason I was like considering, the only reason we're doing this is because the one thing that I love in my life, people would ask me, why are you a waiter? Because the lifestyle that I have allows me to do the one thing that I love. The cities that I went to, New York, Nashville, Austin, Atlanta, I always look for the open mic scene.
Yeah.
I want to do open mics. I want to go into a room with a live response. Right now, all I've got is you.
I know.
All I've got is you.
It's tough. I want to see it. I do think the Laughing Skull brought some shows back. I don't know if they didn't do any of their other stuff,
on my
but
Facebook page, that is the resident comic, whatever the fuck that means,
Right.
at Laughing Skull this month. So I guess he's there all month, and they're going to see him. I don't know what the restrictions are. What I do know is there used to be 5 to 8 options of open mics a night.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, every night
Every
almost. Yeah.
And you could choose where did you want to go.
Yep.
And I tried to go to a different place each night and be in front of my friends. And I loved walking into a room and seeing people and doing a couple of shots and
Listening
going out in
to
the parking
them.
lot and having a couple.
It's a good time, man. I really enjoy doing that too. Just being out with people, just shooting the shit and watching them, and hopefully, you know, having some laughs, and you know, we're watching them bomb and being like, oh, that's funny too.
Right. And
You
even
know,
listening
and
to them come afterwards and be like, why did that bomb?
yeah,
And I'm
you're
like,
like,
well,
oh.
it's not funny. There's like a reason. But,
Yeah, well,
you know, tweak it, work on it.
Yeah, but that was the
great.
energy of it.
Feedback and then the
Yeah.
love.
We'll get back there.
I hope so. I'm
get
hoping
back
by
there.
the end of the summer.
Yeah.
That's my hope. I'm not even pushing the like now. I'm just like, I'm gonna wait patiently. End of the summer. If everything's we're able to do open mics, to me that'll be back.
Yeah.
That'll be back.
Yeah, that'd be nice.